One of the things I'm interested in as a scholar is the way that different forms of manuscripts that survive in archives could have played a role in the writing or composition process for many of the most important works that survive today. My name's Jeffrey Allen Miller, and I'm a literary scholar. The early modern period, or Renaissance in England and more broadly, was a time when people were really starting to question or rethink just about everything. Should we have a monarchy at all? What should our church look like? Should we have a national church or not? What sorts of beliefs should we tolerate or not? John Milton was really at the heart of almost every one of those debates. In any kind of historical transformation, whether it's personal or cultural, you have a kind of intertwined cord of events running through it. And one of the things I'm trying to show in my work is that the writing process itself was a part of that, and that Milton was changing his mind about things, sometimes even discovering what he believed in general about an issue through the process of writing about it. So the King James Bible, first published in 1611, is the most enduring English translation of the Bible and, in fact, the most widely read work in English writing of all time. It has exerted a huge influence for centuries on almost every aspect of history, culture, religion, and even the English language itself. So what I identified was an early, seemingly first draft of part of the King James translation in the hand of a man named Samuel Ward, who was one of the known translators of the King James Bible. It provides the first concrete evidence that at least one of the teams approached their work by assigning individual books or parts of biblical books to individual translators, rather than working on the translation entirely as a group throughout the process, which is historically how the King James Bible was assumed to have been composed. Another thing I've learned about the King James Bible in the process of studying Ward's draft is that the translation process was a lot messier than prior studies had often suggested. You see in Ward's draft is a lot of wrestling with the meaning of the text, different possible ways it could be approached. And as an English professor, one of the things I suppose I'm especially interested in and inspired by is the notion that from, again, the lowest echelons of society on up, one of the ways that people seem to have recurrently believed that they could shape the world, that they could meaningfully engage with it, that they could turn it into a better place than what it had been, was through the process of writing about it.